Hello everyone, back with some more beginnings of my gay fiction, and this time it's the turn of A Stranger's Touch, which is a spicy and mystical short story with a strapline that says this: because sometimes a stranger can be closer to you than your own heart. Here is the beginning of A Stranger's Touch. The air felt heavy, as if there was something weighing down on my shoulders that I couldn't shake off. It might have been my own fear. I didn't know. Odd how dark everything was in spite of the torch I'd remembered to bring. It was shining at my feet, and the narrow band of light only increased the sense of darkness. I could hear the sound of my breath, though sometimes I fancied there was a faint hiss behind it, and I imagined someone else might be in the room with me. It made me shiver, and I forced myself to regulate my breathing again. I couldn't remember why I'd agreed to any of this. No, I did remember. It was what Robbie had wanted. And the money. That always helped. The chair beneath me pressed into the back of my legs, and I shifted my position to try to get a little more comfortable. This assignment wasn't turning out to be quite as straightforward as Robbie promised me it would. And he tended to tell me the truth, which wasn't bad for a pimp. In fact, it was one of his great strengths. Whereas my great strength was doing whatever I was told to do. Robbie had told me to come here, an empty house in the west of London. He'd said the door would be open, but the lights would have been cut off. He'd been right. I had to admit I'd been spooked as I'd followed his instructions, using the torch he'd given me to find my way upstairs and into the first room on the right, where, as he'd promised, I found a chair in the middle to sit on. But Robbie had never let me down. So I got on with the job, and here I was, waiting for whatever was going to happen next. With a small sigh, I began to reach down for the torch at my feet, and it was then that someone spoke. "No, don't move," the voice said, and I froze. That's the beginning of A Stranger's Touch, and I hope you enjoyed that read. Have a great day. Bye.